Do you want me to start?
Yes, please.
Well, good evening, everyone. And can I just echo those words of thanks from the Deputy Mayor to the Rotary Club again, who give the youngsters the opportunity to take part in this competition, to St Edward's for hosting it yet again, to the parents who encourage their children and chauffeur them around. I do remember being at that stage. I'm now reached the stage of chauffeuring the grandchildren around. To the teachers who give up their time. I really want to emphasise this because this doesn't appear on the standard curriculum and it isn't timetabled into any school day. And I know how much pressure schools are working under these days. This is an extra. And so thank you so much for the time you have given to the children from your school, preparing them. And lastly, and this is the most important thing of all, to the children who've taken part. Could we have done this when we were 12? Well, I could have done it at 17, and I did, but at 12, I'm not at all sure. And I think that you have all spoken with amazing assurance and self-confidence this evening. I'm sure some of you have put on a good act with that, and maybe you had a massive bit of the collywobbles inside, but it just didn't show. So, well done with that. Can I pick up a few points and just give you a few pointers and advice, and that will give you some clues about why we chose, who we chose as our winning team and our winning speaker. I could actually hear every speaker. Now, my hearing isn't what it was when I was your age, when I could hear things through walls, especially if my parents didn't want me to. Those days have long since gone. I heard every one of you. I can't often say that in these circumstances, so that's a real plus point. There are one or two people who could slow down a little bit. I do understand if you're a bit nervous, you want to get it over and done with. But, you know, don't gabble, because everything you say needs to be heard and registered by your audience. And try and be a bit still. It's all right to move a bit, but you're not acting. So, you know, don't move right, left, centre stage, backstage, and so on. And the other important thing, she says, who's just glanced at the notes she wrote, don't read. Use your notes by all means, because it is a reassurance, but try not to be too reliant. And if you need your notes, don't hold them down here, because if you do, you've got to do that to look at them, and it's terribly obvious that you're consulting your note. You know, a quick, as you go along, fine, but don't read. And make sure you have all the rules of procedure, that you know what all the procedures are, because those are just basic rules. It's easy enough to obey them if you know what they are. All the subjects we had tonight were interesting. My word, we had some big subjects. I mean, we had philosophy here. Why are we here? You know, I'm not sure I've got the answer to that yet. I might need to find it out sooner rather than later. So the subjects were all interesting, and they were well researched. People had thought about it, they had interesting things to say, and everyone, I think, used humour. It's always a good technique, because if you've made your audience laugh, you've got them, and once you've made them laugh, you can move on to the serious side of things. It does relax people, it does grab people's attention. There was some excellent use of humour. And many of you engaged your audience very, very well indeed. Can I just mention some teamwork, because we do have to give marks for teamwork. It's a small proportion, but they're there. Do be engaged with your team all the time your team is competing. Watch the other speakers as they, in turn, perform. And this is a performance. Watch them. Look as if you're interested. Look as if you're willing them on. Look as if you're together and part of it. One or two people wandered a little bit, so just be aware of that. We did have a best team, and the best team had our best speaker. It can happen that we want to reward the best speaker, but a different overall team. but we were absolutely unanimously agreed tonight that the best team was St Edward's 2 with The Truth Behind True Beauty, and that Keris was the best speaker. But well done to you.
Right. To invite them up.
St Edward's 2, best of luck in the next round.
So if I could invite Mr Mayor, Mr Deputy Mayor to present the prizes. So each of the candidates, if they could step up to the plate, please. Our speakers. Give them a roaring cheer as they come up. There's one each. There's one each, and then there's an extra one for the speaker, for the best speaker. She's a double winner. And here we go. Here's your trophy.